like the worst thing. Like it's a horrible change. It's just it's like I feel like I don't want to even use it on my computer. I have to just use it on my phone.
Like when you log into Twitter.com.
Yeah,
on the browser.
Dude, that shit look the same to me.
Does it?
Nah, it looks.
It may roll it out in waves because it looks the same to me too.
To me, it looks
like I wanted to move. Like I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, dude.
I mean, for me, it looks like it has how it has been forever.
Nah, they
what's it look like to you?
Ass.
Oh, so you beat that Sekiro or what?
Oh yeah, it's done. It's done.
What?
Yeah. Did you finally beat it on that last stream? You beat it?
No, I didn't beat it on stream. I would have beaten it on stream if I didn't go on Tick Podcast. He asked me to go on, and I was like, dude, I'm about to stream, but they asked me the week before, and I forgot all about it because I ended up streaming. So I was playing it while on stream, while I was on a podcast. But I didn't finish it until like wee hours in the morning.
Oh shit! All right.
So you beat the different ending or whatever it was.
I beat the ending I didn't want. No, the ending I did was the one that I had to do for the challenge, but because I ran out of time and I didn't have like another save file, I was forced to finish that way. So now what I'm doing is playing through it again to get the ending that I would have picked to end it quicker. So I have to fight quite a few of those bosses. So, but can't wait to that. But I'm gonna be away, so there's not gonna be a podcast next Wednesday. I mean, I get back like late that night. So I won't be able to do it, and I'm not sure if there's a way to do it on a plane. I don't think I'm even comfortable doing that either.
Pull out the Switch, baby.
Yeah.
Bro, so like question. Did you like Sekiro? Did you enjoy it?
This game is I like it. There's things I like about it, but it angered me a lot, and it kind of just made me really want to quit gaming, like for sure. No, really, it makes me want to take a break. It's like I can't happen to tell myself, man, this is not really worth it. It's not worth the energy. But no, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's not something I can see. Like I want to get that playthrough so I get the other achievement and stuff like that, and just like, all right, cool, I'm fully done with it. Because I feel cheated, but I'm gonna like I don't think I would like. But it's the same thing. Like when I played through Bloodborne, it's like, all right, I was happy, I was excited, but I don't see myself playing through Bloodborne again. Absolutely not. So
the better question is, would you play Bloodborne 2?
Yeah, I would play Bloodborne 2. I would play Bloodborne 2. But see, it's a good question, right? I know this is playing Xbox, right? Why is there a want for Bloodborne 2? I just don't understand. Like, what is it? What is it? What about the story that wants you to continue another journey of Bloodborne?
Normally, the people that want Bloodborne 2, I'm assuming, are PlayStation fans, right?
Yeah, but that's beyond the fact. But why else would you need a Bloodborne 2 other than it being another exclusive for PlayStation?
But that's what it's driven on. It's another exclusive on their platform. I can't blame them. Everybody wants a sequel to the games.
No, but what do you need to see? What do you want from it?
I think it's probably just the aesthetic of Bloodborne because it's not exactly, Dark Souls and definitely not Sekiro.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like Sekiro is an awesome follow-up to Bloodborne with it not being in obviously the same lore, but just that style. Because if Sekiro, I would play Sekiro over Dark Souls any day because I like the pace. I felt like Sekiro's pace was more on the lines of Bloodborne's pace. And
Sekiro's vertical. Like you can get vertical in that game.
Yeah, they gave you, even though their platform sucks ass.
I like the setting better in Sekiro. I never was interested in Bloodborne or Souls. I don't know, just the aesthetics and the setting of it didn't attract me too much. But I'm willing to try it if it's really good.
Yeah, I don't play those type of games. I played a little bit of Bloodborne. It was all right.
You know what, Jez? I've been wanting to ask you some questions, dude.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Hot seat.
Yeah, because Jez, right? He's been on this Days Gone to hype train. He's been taking all these sorts of screenshots and shit.
Yeah, man, that's good.
You know, and I just got a question for you, Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, can you be in like 3 minutes your thoughts on Days Gone, how you see it, what would you grade it so far, where it ranks, what's up?
So, what I played, I'm about 4 hours in. I'll say 5 hours in. I like it. First of all, I think it really looks great. Some of the lighting and the handling of the motorcycle, I did like. I remember playing it at PAX. I think the game is really. I like the game. I think it's really good. It is not, and I think the biggest challenge here is that is it in the same realm as a God of War and other games? No, but it is not like garbage. It is not like a 5 or 6. Like I'm putting it between a 7 and an 8, like a 7.5, or leaning more towards an 8 as I go into the game, because I don't know if the mission types are going to get a lot of repetitiveness, but I do like the dynamic world. Like I do feel in this game, and I do like it, is the emergent world, similar to like Red Dead and those other titles, where it's not just like a random event that just shows up. Like things could happen where you could be fighting somebody and the horde just come in and change the whole dynamic, or basically you could just be trying to raid a camp, Far Cry style, and there's just like freakers around there, and you could lure them in there and mess up the camp while you go and take them all out. Or like, and then as you're taking them out, a zombie wolf will come in and kill somebody. That happened to me. I was like, holy crap. Like, it's just, that stuff is pretty cool because it adds some flavor to maybe something that's like, oh, go take out these towers and do that. So I like that emergent world. I do think that it's really good in that aspect of it. The story, there are glitches. I haven't run too much into glitches. I do think that some of the random missions where you find like the same guy, like always with the question mark, it looks like the same character model. He just like go and you tell him what camp to go to, and then he builds basically gives quality to that camp and gives you some perks to the camp. Like that is kind of like lame, but it is a random side mission that it's just something to do. I do think they handled the in between missions better than Red Dead Redemption, where I'm holding and slapping a horse and falling asleep. At least there are some things where they'll try to take you off your motorcycle and things like that. And I do like the maintenance of the motorcycle. I do think that's pretty cool. That is a cool element of taking basically your gas canister. You got to look at your gas if you can make it fuel up, and crashing it will definitely destroy it, and then you'll have to be on foot to repair your bike. So I saw the reviews and things like that. I think it was a little bit lower than what I thought it was going to be. But, to me, I do think that it sits between it's about like a 7.5 so far from what I played. But it looks really cool. Like it looks really good. And I do like the dynamic of the freakers, and that they're just kind of there and you're trying to just get stuff done. But I think it's really good. I like it.
What's interesting?
What?
That's the best breakdown of that game I've heard so far.
Yeah. I definitely learned a lot right there. Actually.
I think Jez is the only one playing it right now, right? Out of the panel.
No,
I think Smooth played a little bit.
Started.
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
Interesting enough, the game is scored lower than Dead Rising 3, but on par with Dead Rising 4.
Really? That's weird. Dead Rising 3 was good. I like Dead Rising 3.
Very good.
That was a great launch title. Yeah, the co-op in it.
Number, man.
It was awesome. I like Dead Rising 3.
I think the thing is I'm playing. I think what happened with me, like I was super hyped for Days Gone. I think the whole Sekiro thing kind of sort of ruined it for me, and then the reviews came out, and then the screenshots of not the screenshots, the video clips. None of it really kind of stopped me from playing it, but I see I don't like the I feel like right now it's like a little slow. I know I'm still at the beginning of it and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't like games that start off slow because I get bored and I put the game down like really early. And that's what I'm trying to fight myself from doing.
What happened to you in Red Dead?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened with me in Red Dead.
That
I was like, you know what, fuck this.
Yeah.
I agree.
Red Dead is hard garbage.
It's
Not
so
negative,
slow,
sir.
man.
Like I was waiting on it to pick
It
up.
was so
I kept
slow.
doing missions and going back to the camp for a pep talk. Like
That's why I prefer.
And when you're at the top of the mountain, everybody hates you. I get it.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad game, but it did start off slow. But that's how their games start. Like they try to immerse you in that world and really make you care about the characters. Because then when they pull the flips, it matters, you know. And I think that's always Rockstar's thing.
Yeah, because that's why I prefer games like the Tomb Raiders and the Uncharted and stuff like that, because they don't got that much time to fucking like string you along. Nah, they have to. You have to get into it like with shit has to be popping within like the first 2 hours, and and that's why it's like, dude, I was like, I hate when games start off that slow. I was like, I have to at least start me off with something epic. You know how, like, for example, right, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? It started you off in this big freaking like flashback, right? The big ass.
The game had good pacing. That's
battle, right? And you start off doing something to get you murdered, and then once that's all over, it slows down before it picks back up, right? It's like I don't like games that have to start me off slow. You have to capture me like right when it happens. So, and that's what, like I said, that's what I'm struggling with Days Gone. But I said I probably won't play tonight because I'm just really exhausted and tired. But like tomorrow and probably Fridays when I'll probably put like majority of my time in there before I fly out. I'll be playing it, and like, I mean, how long is this game? Because people were complaining that it's too long.
I don't know. I heard 30 hours, so, like for main mission stuff. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I like the crafting. I like that you can like
the crafting
you can loot like
on the fly,
almost everything. Yeah. It has almost the same crafting system as Horizon,
like
Horizon and of Last of Us, same thing.
Last of Us, like that.
Oh, yeah. Last of Us. I hated The Last of Us.
You craft inside the weapon wheel.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
You know what, Smooth? You should stream Last of Us.
I'm playing that right now, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Audible streaming it.
You craft inside the weapon and the wheel. It's not even 30 hours, Free Flow says. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to say, though, I do like the way the mission structure is in Days Gone. The way they have it is that they have it as they're basically kind of episodes, and they tell you the percentage of you completed of each kind of episode.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that. Crackdown, not Crackdown. Quantum Break did that, I believe.
Quantum Break, yeah. Like, well, this is... Quantum Break did it, yeah, but this is like an open world because sometimes they just list a whole bunch of missions and you're like, here's side missions, here's story missions, but this one's actually lumping them up so like you're achieving a goal. Like there was one where the main mission, where the first mission where you got to kill the guy that you're chasing, the Leon guy, and you have to do things like go up to the cemetery, go this, do that, and as you're doing it, you're filling percentages up. And if you get 100%, it tells you what the perk is, or what you get. You might get a color for your bike or something like that. So you could actually 100% them and get the perks or the actual elements of those missions, which is cool because it groups them together. So you feel like you're doing like mini stories within the big story, rather than just a bunch of just missions that like, here are my sides, here's my main. And I did like how they block it off like that. It is pretty cool.
Don't they like recommend what you should do next? So you theoretically don't have to pick a mission or a side mission. You could just go about the game.
Yes. What they do is after the mission, you'll get like somebody will talk to you or say something and lead you to the next mission. So like, and then basically you just keep following the waypoint and you'll eventually just kind of be guided through the story and go through the missions, like random ones and how they do it. It's when you pull out of the map and you can see where you want to go if you want to do it that way. So basically they do that.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It keeps you going. Like it doesn't like it's not like Assassin's Creed style or like what the hell's the game with the friggin' that's coming out 3 Watch Dogs. Like an Ubisoft game where there's like 5 billion logos on the screen, and it's like,
there will be no Ubisoft slander today.
I'm not saying Ubisoft games are bad. I'm just saying their MO.
One of the best publishers or developers.
Yeah, Ubisoft is in our good graces right now.
The thing is, Watch Dogs is the game I run away from. Like I can't do those, and I can't do Far Cry's.
Let me tell you,
Far Cry same way. Yeah,
I've been looking at all the Ubisoft games that I've bought this generation. Man, I've enjoyed a lot of Ubisoft games.
No, I agree with you, Mark. I think Ubisoft did incredible this generation with their games. Like I think they did a great job. It's just that they have their MO of sort of like you're presented all these like everything to do. You're like, oh my god,
they have a formula, and
I get it. They got their formula and they apply it. I get that.
Okay,
like every one of their games is the same game, just kind of different.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I can't do Watch Dogs. I remember I got like to a point in Watch Dogs and the original Watch Dogs, and I just stopped playing. And then this Watch Dogs, I can't stand that little quirky little bitch that you got to play as. Like I do not like it at all. Like I tried it, and the only thing that probably would have made me boot it up again if they gave it an X patch, but they didn't. So I was like, I ain't touching that shit. It was a waste of $63 for real.
Are y'all still paying the Division
1? Ouch.
Yeah, I'm still
Division. We haven't even
Division,
started Division. As a matter of fact, I wanted to play Sea of Thieves, but I think freaking Merc stood me up.
No, I didn't download it.
He was downloading it.
Downloaded, but he never messaged or anything. I was on Xbox just like freaking like snoring.
Mark downloading 30 minutes means you'll play tomorrow.
Nah, I got fiber. That shit downloaded fast in less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, I heard that the battle is pretty cool, like the versus mode. And
yeah, I was watching this guy stream it for a couple hours. Looked like he was having a good time. It seemed cool. Like I was like, I want to try it, but I really want to try the missions. There's an extra like 1,000 gamer score you can get.
We gotta try it.
So I definitely want to play that at some point.
We gotta stream that. We gotta stream that for sure.
For sure.
I definitely want to play it. I want to try new stuff.
But yeah, damn, what else? But just to comment on days on a lot of things that's being attacked on it. There's people commenting on the glitches, the voice acting. There's this woman from GameSpot. I can't believe they let her review a game.
Oh my god,
that was insane.
I can't with her, bro.
Yeah, she kind of went on this whole tirade because she doesn't like the interactions between Deacon and his wife.
Yeah, she got on her native Arcadian. She got on her native Arcadian.
She wants more representation with the zombies.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why are all the freakers white? Like
they live in caves.
Is this the same lady had a problem with GTA 5?
I don't know who she is, but she's a weirdo.
I don't know. That is just weird stuff. And
I'm like, all right. And like I nitpick at almost every review that I freaking see, like what people are talking about. But I'm like, are you kidding me? Your anger, your 5.5 is because of this, really? And I think it's unfair. And I feel like some of these, I don't know where they're getting these people. I don't know if they're interns or anything like that. Because most gamers aren't like the greatest like writers, so they're hiring these actual journalists who's trying to get jobs at like fucking CNN and fucking BBC, but they're getting stuck with IGNs and GameSpots and shit.
Like that girl's been around. She used to work at IGN too.
So I'm not appreciating like a lot of the reviews like they're just coming out for some of these like big ass publishers.
Yeah,
a lot of them are trying to like shoehorn their identity crisis in there and like try to like everybody wants to fit this whole Me Too or inclusion and gotta fight for this right. It's like, dude, it's video games, geometry, triangles. Like, that's all it is. Stop it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
It is like, I understand now that gaming is becoming more of like a media thing. It might get critiqued more of like media, like, but I don't think like books and movie, like, I do think that, everything has, it should, everything should not be a political statement. And, unless the game is being marketed to be that way, like it shouldn't be reviewed in such a sense like that, or put a bias towards it because it has some kind of tropes in it. Mm-hmm. That shouldn't affect the review score. Like, if that's offensive in the story, then that's then you don't like the game. That's fine. But I don't know. Like, if she gave it an 8 and had those comments, I don't think they'll be as taken as much as. But the fact that this thing got one of the lowest scores from her review, and then she comes out.
The beef is that
saying that
on this Twitter. She went on the
Twitter, like these are things not in my review, and just went like,
what the fuck? It's like she was just bringing attention to her review. I'm like, this is what GameSpot is really allowing, because if it didn't seem like it just seemed out of GameSpot's character, and I go at GameSpot, but it seemed like a cat. You know how people try to hide their bias and bullshit in certain ways? They're very like.
I'm sure the editor wouldn't allow her to put that kind of commentary in there because it would look like it was swayed. That's why she probably went to Twitter to express how she really wanted to talk about it. Yeah.
She probably smelled much
because they can't control probably her personal Twitter account. So she probably just went ahead and went that way. But I just thought that and then link it to a review. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, you're gonna get the whole bunch of people coming at you now.
but
they did.
Days Gone's out for PlayStation. It was the number one seller in the UK charts. So it's selling pretty well. I know people kind of had mixed feelings. Some people wanted to hide there. A lot of people are trying to keep the same energy. When Xbox, drop average games when it comes to Metascore. The Metascore is like the Bible on these Twitter streets. So a lot of people struggled to keep the same energy. Me and Red Dragon got into it. Because you guys, I don't know if you guys know how I feel, but I felt a certain way about Red Dragon lately and his like crusade against Xbox, or let's highlight everything minute about Xbox. But so he'll throw out these tweets, right? And he'll put them out in like reporting fashion. And he does this a lot with Xbox, especially when it's like negative Xbox. He'll throw it out and highlight like, hey, this is like wrong, or this is bad, or this is like disturbing, right? So, and when it comes to PlayStation and Switch or something like that, he'll only highlight the good, the positive, like this, that, and third. So, when it came to Days Gone, he was tweeting about like the sales of like, oh, it beat out this, it's number one in UK. But my thing was, it's like, oh, this must be UK. I'm like, okay, this is the UK numbers. I was like, all right, it makes sense. You know what I mean? And I wasn't trying to like be like a jackass about like, oh, you're like, this is not real or anything like that. I was more so like saying it's the UK. And I feel like, me personally, every time when UK report sales and something break records in UK, I feel like every month a new game breaks a UK sales record, because I feel like the high, like you can sell like 55,000 copies and you're the number one seller in UK for that week. And that was the case. It was like it sold 70, it was like maybe it was under 80,000 copies, and it beat out Mortal Kombat. And I'm like, okay, great, 80,000 copies. But if this shit said, if like let's say if State of Decay was 80,000 copies in North America, you guys would like flop to the max. It would be a flop. It would be a legit flop. Forza hits top 10 in UK every time it releases. Freaking State of Decay 2, I don't know where it landed there, but I know it was number one in the US. I remember that. But I remember when Crash was like number one, and they were going on this crazy tirade. It was number one for like weeks and weeks. I'm like, dude, but you would think the way that they reported that it's selling like 1 million each week, and it was not the case. It was just selling like what it would sell in the UK would be literally out of the top like 20 in America if they were sharing the same numbers. Now I'm interested in seeing the the North American numbers, because those are the numbers that will actually matter. Those would really tell you the level of success, because you expect North American numbers to be hundreds of thousands. Like I expect, let's say, okay, 70K is number one in the UK for a week. So we expect that number to be, especially with the PlayStation 4, you take PlayStation 4's install base, and you look at what God of War sold, you look at what Spider-Man sold. You don't expect them to do that high, but you do expect it to, let's say it hits around 600-700K. That's good enough for it to hit like to be number one for sure. I mean, Mortal Kombat. How much you think Mortal Kombat sold? I think Mortal Kombat was number one.
I think that was the thing, is that it beat Mortal Kombat in sales for the week. In the UK, I don't know if it's going to do an MPD, but it beat a multi-platform game in the UK. I think that was the big deal, and not the number was more that it beat out Mortal Kombat 11.
The number, but that's where but the number matters though. If you say, all right,
it matters, but then that means that
Mortal
Kombat didn't do well either. Like,
could have done 69K across 3 platforms in the UK, right? The week that they came out, 69K, right? Because pretty much Days Gone only did under 80. So let's say it beat Mortal Kombat out by like, I don't know, 5,000 copies. Okay, cool. I get it. That's a big deal. So that's the difference between 1 and 2 in the UK.
yeah.
Right. So if we're talking about based on just where where it stands on the.
Well, what was the difference? Was it 5?
I don't know, but Days Gone. So what did I think? God of War was like 90.
Well, those are freaks of nature. Those games, God of Wars and they don't come out all the time.
God of War was like 90K in the UK and
yeah, but that's God of War.
One was like 20% lower, some shit like that, or 17%.
This is a new IP in a zombie filled world, like so many freaking zombie games that are out there, and it beat a Mortal Kombat game, which has like a huge legacy, and it was like the next biggest one. It's not like we get those every year, so I do think that it was telling that it did win. I did not think that it would.
I don't think any of these sell
Mortal Kombat.
Is happening in North America because that's who buys the most games. That's literally who buys it when it comes to sales. Because if you look at North America's first week sales, right, versus UK first week sales of the same game, is going to be a drastic difference.
So you don't think the pattern's going to be exactly the same here?
I think the game sold well in America just based on.
I'm almost certain it sold well in America. It sold more in America than it did.
Do you think it sold more than Mortal Kombat in the first week? Because Mortal Kombat came out Tuesday. This came out Friday.
Yeah, but the thing is, what we're getting is from the UK.
I'm saying here in the United States. Like, you think that this will top MPD for Mortal Kombat?
I don't think
I don't think so. Not
Mortal
here.
Kombat is probably going to top the MPD.
Yeah. At least in the US. Yeah.
I mean, if Days Gone's topping, that's great. I would be surprised because that means it had to sell about. It would have to at least sell like almost 1 million.
Yeah, because Mortal Kombat's even on the Switch, so it's like Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam.
Mm-hmm.
See, people Chris Righteous, he says you got to remember, Smooth, that Days Gone is on one platform and MK11 is multi-platform. But think about it. Doesn't PlayStation own the UK? The PlayStation itself can represent multi-platforms in the UK when it comes by numbers. I mean, like, I don't think that's that big of a deal. It's only a big deal, like I said, it's a big deal when you consider North America. Then if, like, for example, like when God of War comes out, and the Spider-Man comes out and they hit #1, they're out, like they're beating out popular multi-platform games that are on platforms in America. Awesome, that's great. Then you kind of get a sense of how big this game is. But 70K versus like 70-something K versus 69K in the UK, Mortal Kombat versus Days Gone. No, I'm not. To me, it's not a big deal. If it's North America, we're talking about hundreds of thousands and stuff like that. Yeah, then it's a big deal.
Yeah,
then it's a big deal.
Well, the reason why they use the UK thing, because it's kind of like a sneak peek, because we have to wait a whole month before we get any numbers, and UK shares like raw numbers. So everybody uses the UK 1 week sales chart because that's the only real thing anybody has as a sneak peek to how a game's doing. But yeah, it is a small compared to everything else. So we'll see how it does. But yeah, it's just they always use it as like a kind of a litmus test of like, oh, how's the game doing? Like, it beat this, but because the only one that shares their weekly numbers. Otherwise, looking at VG chart crap.
I hope it did well, man. That way, there's a sequel.
I think definitely going to be a sequel. Well, I do think that they marketed it. The trailer was all over the Avengers, and it's been all over frigging my TV in the playoffs. That Days Gone stuff. So they've been mocking the hell out of it, and it's. I think it'll be well. I don't think it'll be a flop. Like I think, Sony, if it is a flop, Sony will probably give a sequel anyway.
The game is not going to flop. I don't believe the game's a flop. I think it's a good job marketing the game stuff. I just think I feel like the UK sales numbers that everybody's like tweeting about and hooting and hollering about, it's just kind of just like over exaggerated. It's like it's not that serious. It's not a measurement of success of what the game's going to do, because we've seen many games land at #1 in the UK that didn't really sell that much. So I mean, it doesn't take much to be a #1 seller in the UK. So that was my big things. Do I think Days Gone is going to flop? No, absolutely not. I mean, PlayStation can drop anything and it'll sell like a decent amount. And I think Days Gone, it probably won't be God of War standards or Spider-Man. Absolutely, I think it could fall somewhere between what Horizon did potentially when it first,
and it came out at a really good time. It was perfect. Yeah, like I think if it came out and when was it originally, in February or April? Well, no, March.
It was February, I think.
It was February. I think it was. It would have been. There was just too much stuff going on in February that I think this is perfect. End of April and they could use that momentum into until their next game comes out. But they have released Dreams, which was like a pre-beta thing. and they did baseball, and they had this come out in the last like month or so. So they had their 3 kind of big games that come out, and now everybody rests now until after June and summertime. Well, at least the big guys do. You know, Nintendo's dropping Mario Maker, I think.
Really? Another one?
Yeah. But now it's on the Switch. It's on the Switch.
The same one, just on the Switch.
Yeah. Well, no, they'll add a couple of things.
I can't stand this thing on console, dude.
Yo, did I see that the Forza Streets is going to be going to the Switch?
I see that, and I'm like, bro, like, really?
Jeez.
Like,
It's a single button race, man.
That game is so bad.
But it's not really. I don't even like achievement hunting in that damn game.
Hey, man, you know what? My God. You should just put it on the Switch and leave it there.
Yeah,
but how do you play it on a Switch? What are you gonna do? It's like
all you need to
all you gotta do is tap the screen. Like you could.
Yeah, but I think is the Switch even touchscreen?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You could give the Joy-Cons to like your nephews and cousins and say, go play with these, and you could just use the base screen and just tap it. That game is so bad. Like it's not even a friggin' game.
No.
It's so friggin' like it is like you hold the button or you hold the screen, and then when it like the turn comes, it says like release it when it's yellow, and then press it down when it's red, and then it's some bullshit like that. It's like a timing game. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the music because I wanted a real Forza Street, like a
it's
like a Midnight Club Forza.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
So the fact that they already like coined this thing as Forza Street is like a stain on the Forza name. It's like I don't know. Those guys do like some questionable things. It's just like so now they kind of just the idea of Forza Street. Like I want cops in Forza. You know?
Yeah, well, Horizon, like, they could add cops to Horizon.
Like Need for Speed.
Speaking of was this a real screenshot that I saw of a Most Wanted remaster of the original one that came out in 05?
Holy crap!
Really?
Wow!
Like I saw like a picture of like the box art. It was a PlayStation 4 box art, and it was like remastered. if they did that and it's supposed to come out November 10th, that's what it might be fake, but dude, if that was like real, like I would literally like pre-install that shit right now, dude. That was my favorite Need for Speed of all time.
Is that when they set the police roadblocks and like you bust through them? Is that the one?
I believe so. It was the one
on the 360, right?
Yeah, the one that when the three. I remember seeing it on the Xbox E3 when they were launching the 360 and they did the demo. That's one of the
I think that was one that set the roadblock. Oh, Melvin Matt says it's fake.
It's fake. Ah, damn! I wish that shit was real, dude. That's like the best Need for Speed I've ever played. That and one of the
it was another Ubisoft game, ain't it? This is another Ubisoft game, right?
Need for Speed?
Yeah,
it was EA. EA.
Oh, it is EA. That's right. It's EA. It's EA.
Come on, they had Criterion turn it into like the Burnout that they will not call Burnout, but it is Burnout.
Oh, that
game Takedown, over the hell it is.
They brought the Burnout remake. There's a remake of that.
Not Takedown, but they added Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. It was basically Takedown mode and Burnout.
Yeah,
but it was fun though.
What was I about to say? Holy One's asking to come in. I would bring him in, but I need to know what you guys want to do. Like last time, I brought him in like unannounced, but I know he's probably think I'm ignoring him. But he sent me a message on Xbox, and it is all in the chat, and then he sent me a message on Twitter. So I can't act like I didn't see it.
You did say it. Where's my sound clip? I wish I could get my sound clips, my soundboard into this because I would love to use it.
You need your Stream Deck for that.
I have my Stream Deck, but I can't do it in a Google thing because I got my Tony Soprano. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, so man, I mean, you've been one of the dudes to completely benefit off this damn Game Pass thing, and it looks like May is looking type lit. What are your thoughts on the games that are coming in for the month of May?
I'm actually kind of hyped for this month, not for nothing. It's actually Games for Gold is trash this month, right?
Oh yeah, it's ass.
Complete trash, right?
Yeah, like I like also Game Pass. Game for Gold is so bad that I wish they didn't tweet.
Oh my god!
Like don't tweet this. Let them discover this on their own. You do not need to tweet.
Oh my god, that was just. The comic jump was it the freaking comic jump? Like
I don't know what it was. It was like
Surge was a PS Plus game this month.
All four is ass. All four can kick rocks. But
Wolfenstein 2, dope. Like Desert.
Game Pass.
Yeah,
is
Black
killing it,
does
though.
it.
Also,
Yeah.
Holy One, nah, bro. That Wolfenstein 2 is fire. Wargroove, fire. I wanted to play Wargroove like on Switch, but then I sold my Switch. So Wargroove.
Let me tell you, man. Matt has come a long way, man. You be liking your Xbox a lot, bro.
I mean, I've been playing Celeste on Xbox. You know that game. That game you don't like. I've been playing that game.
Oh.
That game is hot fire, bro.
Oh my god.
The main character drinks, so I relate to her.
I think Merc has like a shirt for Celeste, and he has a poster.
Let me tell
that
you.
Katana Zero fire.
I'm gonna wear a Celeste t-shirt just to make a joke out of it.
Nah, but it is a good month, man, and it makes up for the shitty ass games with gold because I was pathetic.
Those games with gold,
that was real bad, man.
Waiting for that announcement. I need that games with gold to hit. PC,
the PlayStation one wasn't even better, man. Like I guess Edith Finch, but that thing's been around like for a while. I heard that's a good game.
I've already forgot what the games with gold was.
Oh, those forgettable. I don't. This Comic Jumper.
The Xbox one. Let me see.
There was Earth Defense Force for the 360. Not even like another Earth Defense Force, and then I don't even know what the hell those two Xbox One games are.
I thought there was already one out.
One's like an indie game that's gonna launch like something. I have no clue.
Earth Defense, Marooners,
yeah.
Outcast, Second Contact.
Yeah. Jesus.
It is $39.99.
Oh, those prices they pulled out their ass.
You can keep that. You can keep all that.
Yo, ain't nobody paying these prices for these games.
Yeah,
I think y'all have some better ones around.
retail $79.99. Like
Didn't they add like some free to play stuff one time in Games with Gold and then said that the retail value was like $60 or something like that?
Yeah,
you did a whole grind to my gears on it. I remember.
I'm sure I did.
So, so yeah, that's a finesse right there. But
there's that. That's that Philness, I call it.
You saw that they have in Xbox Insider program the premium, the Xbox Premium, the live premium. What's it called? The one that they're mixing.
Oh, the Ultimate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm about to do that only because it'll allow me to save money on my Xbox Live.
I did think it was hilarious because shout out to Rand because Rand did the video of the combination because he's in the preview thing, and then he was saying where it's basically they grant you basically the ultimate if you sign up for the preview if you already have like a year or two signed up for Xbox Live, so they give you like 3 months or something more. Like they kind of stack it.
Yeah,
they
for a
double it
of 3 years. Yeah,
and then they give you like $1 for the next time in 2022. He said he has to pay for it next time for $1, and it was hilarious because he did that video, and then the next day they did the games with gold. I was just like, "Holy shit! You get 2 years of this, 3 years of this shit." It's like, whoa!
Right now, I have over a year of live and Game Pass, so I got to jump on that.
Tons of Game Pass trials, man. I got the 30-day, 14-day. I got to start. I've been using.
I think you can only use those once though on your account.
I think they changed it because the guy was the guy at the stand over at Xbox was like, you could stack these and all this other stuff, and I've been stacking them. But I'm gonna buy the $1 for 3 months. I'm gonna use that one now. I'm just saying they just keep throwing free trials, so just keep doing.
You gotta take advantage, bro.
Yeah, but I want to save them for when they start putting more games on. The PC stuff. Like if they start doing those.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen.
Like Game Pass on PC because on Game Pass on PC you're not getting all the games that you're getting on the Xbox.
That's not what's his name said that from Windows Central. That's not what he said.
Not yet. I know it's coming. So
it's coming. Yeah.
That would be cool because then I could just use it all one-stop shop here rather than having to,
Yeah, but you're gonna see the next console, you're gonna buy that.
Then we'll see. Yeah. Phil Spencer better get his salesman coat on, his used car salesman outfit on E3. Let's go.
He's definitely
no Phil Ness.
You know what it is, man.
Everybody here hardcore, but everybody Xbox. It's called PC right here. Like that's where they're putting their energy. That's where I'm going right now. Unless Phil says, "Yo, it was all a deuce," and it basically, guys, it's all a farce. We're doing. I want to hear an Xbox console exclusive, and I'll buy an Xbox. That's the thing.
I'm not going to hear that.
I'm not going to hear it. That's why I'm like, I'll stick on the PC.
I'm looking for what they say about crossplay. Because the community.
Here's the thing. Like, I mean, I don't know what they can do, honestly, personally, for me to make me play games on PC. It's just not happening.
That's the best way to play them.
I try it. It's just not feasible.
Hey, Smooth, man, you boot up the Division 2 on PC. There's no way.
It was all a dream. That's right, Ben.
If they do crossplay, there won't be a reason for me to get Xbox. I just use my PC and then crossplay and play.
Bro, I just bought a 15-foot HDMI wire just so I don't have to move my PC anymore. Now I could just flip back and forth with my 4K TV and my monitor. I love it.
Well, that's some cool stuff. You don't lose any degradation with that 15.
No, man, it looks good. 4K and all that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how, you know, I the thing is that they do give you access to be playing with Xbox players, so you kind of don't miss out on the community if you play on PC. Now, if they start doing blocking crossplay, like they're going to do, that's what I want to see on CFDs, if they put that block in there where the people can say, I don't want to play with PC players. But, you know, we'll see. But as long as you have access to the full community, which that's Phil's vision, you know, that's his Thanos. After Thanos snap, Farmer Thanos. So, you know, exclusive snap, and his future is everybody's playing on everything, no matter where you are. On the toilet, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I mean, the only thing think about it though, like I think turning PCs into Xboxes is that's a smart move when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. I agree going that way, Merc.
I can see myself gaming on an Xbox that's not an Xbox is the Project Stream and potentially Switch. PC, nah, I'm sorry, I can't do it. It just doesn't work. It's not the same. I don't care what nobody says. Like, much respect to the console gamer, dude. Like, it's just not the same. No matter as many times people try to pretend they make their PC to be some high-powered console, it's not. It's not. It would never be. It's always going to be an inconvenient piece of shit.
What the fuck? You crazy? How is it inconvenient? I'm on a podcast right now and I'm playing a game right now at the same time.
Smooth.
I can do that. I'm on the same machine.
It's like what I said earlier, bro. If you play Division 2 on PC, there's no way you're going back to play it on console.
Why would you think something like
the frames?
The frame? He said the frames.
The frames, bro.
Smooth used to live in his life at 23 and a half frames.
Hey, man, trust me. There's no going back. There's no going back. It's not a shot at consoles. I play on console too, obviously. But
yeah, for sure.
It's just man, it's rough. Like going back like at 30 FPS, it's rough. It's rough to play the game.
To lie to you.
I like my console because it was designed to play games.
I don't know, man.
Now, how come they don't do it as nice as the PC though?
Because the PC doesn't do the PC does nothing special to games. It really doesn't.
What?
Think about it.
Just makes them run better, you know.
No one's gonna design a game around the PC. Other than and every game that's designed around a PC look like dog shit.
Just stop it, man. Just stop.
Yeah, that's the same feeling I have with the Xbox console exclusive. That's why it bothers me about it, because I want them to develop a game for that specific hardware. Not that, I have something you don't. It's more of like, I would love the targeted development for that hardware. And, you know, Xbox has turned multi-platform in the fact that they support PC and that hardware, which I understand the hardware is limited PC, but still it's if you could squeeze, like, just look at friggin' Days Gone and just look at that game. Yeah, it's not as a technical marvel, but it's running on an inferior system compared to like a PC 1080, you know, stuff like that. And it looks great. Probably run better on a PC, but you know, that's why I wish they just come out and say, hey, we're going to have Xbox console targeting like just games on the console, timed exclusive, whatever they are. But you know, the development focus is going into gaming hardware. Like Smooth said, I want a console because they're going to make games for that console. And that's where Microsoft is, like, you know, fluttering between this PC stuff. And, you know, it's confusing.
I just think it's two different audiences. So I think it ultimately doesn't matter. I think that we're in the rarity.
Everybody's the same person.
In the rarity, yeah. Like we're rare, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it financially. I'm not about to buy a new Xbox if I can play it on my PC.
Well, exactly. That's my.
But yeah. I don't think Microsoft cares. They've made that clear, though, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
But he's incorrect. The PC gamer is not an Xbox console player. Like, you might flip it back and forth.
I agree.
They're different people just because they have different input devices. You know, a keyboard warrior could probably play on console, probably play with, you know, a controller, but they have preferred, you know, they got mastered the keyboard. So, you know, and same thing with touch. You know, the dude sitting at McDonald's wanting to play touchscreen games is not. I don't know. I don't think it's the console. the same person. Customer. I don't know. And I don't know who.
I think it's cool that we got the option though. Like I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that Xbox controller with the strap on. I don't know.
I don't really care about the other crap. Though, and I know that because you haven't made a Grinds My Gears in a while.
Yeah. No, yeah, I haven't. I streamed
a little good. Things are going.
Yeah, well, I streamed a little bit.
No, he's been playing Days Gone. That's why. Once that honeymoon's over, he'll be back.
Yeah,
I'll be actually playing games.
I'll be back. No, I got my stream deck.
I'm like Mark Kibi frauding.
Yeah.
It's been busy. It's been crazy stuff, work and stuff like that I'm trying to find times to do it. But and when I sit down, I'm like, let me play some games rather than do it. But they haven't really pissed me off that much because they've been kind of quiet, which is good. Stay quiet.
Well,
even though that cake was hilarious, though. Did you see that cake that Phil Spencer?
Yeah, I did.
I immediately thought of Office Space.
I don't understand why people I feel like people focus on like the dumbest things when it comes to the guys at Xbox.
Like, for people there was like a sheet cake in the middle, and I was like, I just thought of the guy from Office Space where it's like, pass the cake, and he's like, but I didn't get cake this time. I have no cake this time. I didn't get cake. I just thought that it was funny. It's not that like, oh my god, I hate them. I just thought it was hilarious. I just thought it was pretty funny. But that's the next step for xCloud. You know, they're taking them home. So Phil had his own server. Now they're moving ahead with it.
First I need to say this: why is Melon Matt still a mod?
I don't know, Chief. That's on you.
And once I figured that out, Melon Matt is upset, right?
Why is he upset?
Because I don't care about playing on a console. Like I think console gaming is better than PC gaming, and he's upset that I feel this way because my console cost me no more than $500, but his PC costs him thousands of dollars. And he spent that money on that PC to feel a certain way. And
hang on a second, Kitsmove, sir.
Yes.
Sir, because you spent like over $2,000 on several Xbox consoles, sir.
No, actually, I didn't. Like, if you want to consider me not like trading in consoles for stuff like that or selling shit for, then that's if you don't want to count that, then sure. But my net spending wasn't like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't have Xbox that came out. I don't have the original Xbox 2013 no more. I don't have the S anymore. I don't have the Halo edition anymore. I don't have the Sunset.
Didn't you just buy another X a couple months ago?
The white one, yeah. The white
one.
Come
on, man. Stop it, sir.
Yeah, I two black ones at launch. You had two black ones at launch.
I had two black ones at I had the Scorpio.
Hey, but the white one.
And no default.
Yeah, I sold the default. $1,500 right there.
I sold the default too. I sold the default. I forgot.
Ned, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
How long have I been on PC?
I don't know, 5 minutes.
You're experiencing greatness.
He's experiencing not much. He's experiencing improved streams.
I mean,
and video editing.
Is a hater. So.
Look, I'll be real with you. Like, I play. There are some games that that 60 frames is the only thing that has it. Like, that's all. Like, when I play Overwatch on PC and I play Overwatch on Xbox, there's not a lot of difference. There really isn't.
Let me ask.
Xbox is 60 frames as well, so you're not going to see.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, that's literally all. Like,
you have a 60 hertz monitor.
Destiny's a completely different game. Like, completely
absolutely. That jump from 30 to 60 is awesome, but I mean, it's not like every game on consoles, 30 frames.
But like, that's all. Like.
I mean, that's important, though. You don't think?
When it comes, no, it is important. But there's certain games that
you guys say it's important, like it's a health risk.
Like I could have tried Sekiro for PC, and like like.
Are you playing it on PC?
No, I could have.
Oh,
but I don't want to play it on PC because I probably won't play it on console. Like, I don't really. When it comes to it, I go to where my friends are. Like, since Cognito and them all are playing it on PC, like I don't play Destiny on console anymore. And I actually have a couple people I play Overwatch with on PC, but like that's all. Like that's.
You've been playing Overwatch on
PC to play games, to play PC games. And one of the biggest reasons I bought it is because it's easier to get review codes for PC than it is consoles. Like drastically easier.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons I bought it. I bought it for video editing. Like, but like that's all. Like I play games on it, But it's not like I don't go around acting like it's the end all be all. Like when you play, you'll never go back.
All right, you boot up The Witcher 3 on your S and you boot it up on Steam and you let me know how that
looks. Right there. I didn't like The Witcher 3.
All right, I'm just saying, just boot up those two games.
I agree. The Witcher 3 is absolutely amazing on the PC. I did
it's
play
a different game on PC.
Yeah,
Fire up
GTA.
I mean, I love the PC. I love the games that I play on PC, but like, I'm not. You don't see me like bash the console experience either.
Nah, I don't bash consoles because I play on consoles too. You know, but
for sure.
You know, like to me, it's one or the other. I know we're in that rare segment of people that have both. I get that.
I wasn't talking about anyone on the show, but it's been a good experience. Like it's crazy how quick I can render a 1080p video on this shit now.
Ryzen 7, baby.
Yeah, like a 15-minute 1080p video is rendered in like 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, Ryzen
chip.
Oh my god!
Whenever I hear Ryzen, I just think I hear that
sprinkled in that deep
Ryzen.
Do you guys ever think it's going to get to the point in performance with video games that 60 frames isn't enough and people won't play?
I mean, I don't think 60 frames is enough for me.
Public now.
It's crazy. No, it's crazy, right? I feel like PC gamers are like they're boring. So I feel like know how, like, for example, right? Why are we looking forward to the next two E3s, right? We want next generation, right? We want next generation. If you're a PC gamer, what is there to look forward to?
New graphics cards.
Next generation.
That's stupid.
We're getting
stupid.
Well, how is it
there's
stupid?
nothing exciting about freaking GPUs. How many are they going to put an extra fan on it next year? Like
the 28 and the 28 and the 2080 Ti are already leaps and bounds ahead of whatever the next PlayStation.
That's fine, but that's boring. Like no, like it's boring.
So much better than the console.
A console reveal is 10 times more exciting than a GPU reveal.
Okay, but that's for you though, because you don't live in this world.
I do though.
You don't though, because you would understand the excitement.
Exactly.
Because there is a lot of excitement.
You forgot, I almost blew up the chat when those RTX cards were announced. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
But what Smooth is saying though, and I agree with him in saying that you can't, like, if you're just chasing technology, you're never gonna. It's not exciting as a gamer. Like, it's cool, but you're never gonna beat out technology. Like, if you're like, yo, 4K is here, you're talking 8K. You just go CES.
It's already happening.
Done. Yeah, exactly. So you're talking 1080 Ti's. They're already at 20 Ti. Like, by the time you could afford it or you have it at home, it's done. Like, it's you're not going to be able to beat the hardware. It's all about the software. The software.
And half the PC people don't agree with half the shit going on in the PC realm.
I mean,
every time they announce a new card, you know how many times
there's a civil war going on right now.
Every time they announce a new card, I at least for 3 days I see this is ridiculous. This is why we can't get new performance stuff. No one's competing with no one. You don't need this card. You don't need that card. You need this card. You can use this CPU.
You can't say that in the CPU side because I mean AMD has absolutely made a massive dent in Intel right now.
My question is,
what's right? RGB, everything RGB lighting. I love it. That PC, is all.
You guys been clamoring 60 frames this whole time. So my thing is, if you already got rigs and you're experiencing games at 60 frames and over this whole time, why are you excited by a new CPU? If all your games are constantly running 60 frames, like that's what I want to understand.
Ryzen 7, I'm good. I'm good for right now.
Well, I'm not excited about new CPUs because I'm good for now.
You're good until that one game that comes out that makes you say, "Oh crap, it don't work." Or it's not giving me my ultra settings.
So just out of curiosity, real quick, before I move on, what do you guys think about Epic's no longer buying exclusives? They heard you guys, okay? They don't want.
I'm not going to talk about that. Addict.
Now they're buying studios.
Talk about that.
God. Hey man, I'm just waiting for them to announce Red Dead coming to their store. That's all.
They bought a studio.
They bought the people.
They bought the people who make Rocket League.
Yeah.
Whole laugh sound clip.
Really? No?
Yeah.
They were like, okay, fine. The PC crowd says we can't put exclusives that's not ours. We got you. Hold my beer.
Damn.
Hey, I gotta admit, I mean, Epic is definitely putting up.
I mean that was a scummy move because now they're gonna pull Rocket League off
the
Steam.
Of course they are. They're gonna pull it off.
Yeah, next they're
course,
gonna start.
yeah.
selling
That'd be
their own
like
GPU.
when Xbox bought Minecraft, pulling it off of PC and PlayStation and Switch and everything. That'd be fucked up.
They said that it's still gonna support the updates and stuff, but you can't buy it on
You
Steam
can't.
anymore.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to buy it anymore. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Epic's gonna
Epic's gonna be the new Microsoft. They're gonna buy everything.
They're gonna put out a crazy ass GPU, and you can only like play like games from Epic Games.
Hey man,
Yo,
and shit like that. It should be crazy.
they are cutthroat right now, man. They are.
I mean, look as it is right now on Epic. The minute Detroit Can Become Human hits that store, I'm probably gonna buy it because I started it on PlayStation, but I stopped playing it. Because I'm gonna play it on PC.
Because it's 30 frames.
No, because now I'm gonna play it in the definitive version of that game.
The one thing I'm gonna say is that Epic Store is really that's all it is. Like it is not what Steam is.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's-
hell
I'm locked out of Epic
like
Store
a
because
freaking
somebody
webpage.
fucking like hijacked my email account for that account.
Bro, I would
don't know
get
how
an
to do it.
email every day for a while of like
Yeah,
dirty shit with my Epic Game Store. shit.
I still do, but I got two-factor authentication. Doesn't matter.
I gotta figure out how to do it because I downloaded the Epic Game Store, but I keep forgetting. I get emails every day for some dude trying to do something on Fortnite, but it's like my email, and I'm like, why can't? So that means that I can't use my email is compromised.
yeah.
I have two-factor authentication on both my email and my Epic Games account,
Yep.
so they can have my password. It's still not gonna help you.
My free game.
Yeah.
Somebody fucking tried to use my email for like Black People Meet like today. I had to call them.
What?
Yeah, no, I got an email alert. And I'm like, there was like, hi Tariq, we updated your account. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not. I'm like, hold on. And I was like, I can't be having this shit pop up on my email. I'm married. So I called them and shit like that. But yeah, it's like, what else is there? So there's a rumor going around. I sort of like this rumor, but I've been very, very, very cautious this year with anything related to E3 and Xbox. But a lot of people are running with it. This whole Crytek to Xbox Game Studios. What are your thoughts? Like, I mean, is this real? And if it was, I mean, what are your thoughts on this? Is this something you could greenlight? Crytek, the makers of Crysis and the infamous Rise.
I got a couple questions, right? So Crytek sold their engine to Amazon, so they no longer have that. And now
Crytek engine Amazon.
I think they did like a crazy licensing.
Yeah, it was a licensing thing, and they, Amazon ended up doing something completely different. Like they still own that license.
So they still own CryEngine.
Yeah, they still own that.
All right. So if they still own that, and then the other question is what's that game that they made? Crisis, right?
They have a game.
The shooter.
Crysis, right? Homefront.
Now EA was the publisher of those games. Who owns the IP?
Of what IP?
Crisis, I think.
Crisis, yeah. Crisis. Yeah, so we're not getting that. So they're just buying the studio
Who
outright.
owns Homefront Revolution? Homefront.
Deep Silver owns that.
Yeah, they could keep that.
Or THQ Nordic.
That whole day. Like I would be okay
right now. What is it?
I would be okay if they brought Crytek if that was going to be like they want to bring Rise back, and that's going to be the studio. They're gonna fill the studio up with these with better talent.
I mean, they got 500 plus employees.
Well, they're gonna have to fire half them bitches because they ain't gonna play Rise.
I was under the impression Microsoft owned Rise, the IP.
No, that's the reason why there's not a Rise 2. There was like
there was a Rise 2 in development, and there was a bunch of arguing on who owned the license, so they just canned the whole project.
I'm just saying because if they bought Crytek and then they would get Crysis in the process, that's a shooter, and that fits in right with Xbox.
Right now, they're making
Crysis stay in the past where it belongs.
Right now, they got the game called Hunt Showdown. It's planning to come out for Xbox, and
that's a good game.
Yeah, right now it's in early access. It's $30. It has great reviews, and it's like is it a cowboy? It looks like a first person like cowboy.
It's like how
open world one. Or no?
Yeah, it looks cool. And they're publishing it and developing it. So yeah, that might be. And you know, Microsoft likes to buy studios like right when they're gonna release like a multi-plat game.
I feel like there was shade behind that.
No, I'm just telling you. That's when they do it, right? It's like, oh, you got to my game. We'll like to buy you right now.
I don't know why I feel like there's shade behind that.
It's not shade, no.
I'm sorry.
What I'm going to say about it though is that they needed an engine. I think I mentioned this before. Like in their package, they needed an engine, and I think the Halo Infinite, like the Halo engine, is going to be part of their engine thing. But if they could get a company that actually has like a really good engine, well, Crytek, whatever it is, like that their cryo engine, which I think is pretty good. It's graphically intensive, for what they showed. But
the way I've been told, like the slip space
one, yeah,
they have a lot. They've put a lot of money into that. Like an
yeah, I'm sure they did.
I'm kind of wondering if they're going to try to pull the
Frostbite deal.
The EA version of that. I hope not, because I feel like that's part of EA's problems. Everything's got to be on this shit. Nothing else could be on anything else. Because I think that's what's happened to games like Anthem, because the Frostbite engine was not designed for a game like Anthem. They forced it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that happening. Like, if they want to do that, they need like an engine that does like the top genres and specializes in that and just keep switching back and forth from them.
Yeah, this one's more for first person. Like
Sony's been able to do it with their games with the Decima engine.
Well, yeah, that's what they're doing with their Decima engine.
It's because all their games are alike.
They actually say that's the reason why they've been successful in games, because they all their other studios share information back and forth about the engine.
Yeah. Released end of
all Sony, and that's one of the reasons that Sony's done so was because all their games have run the same foundation. A lot of similar gameplay choices, but everything else is inside it is changed. But that gradually goes good from game to game because they're around the same type of gameplay. Like that third person story orientated with a bunch of set pieces.
The PlayStation template.
What I like to call it the Last of Us effect.
Third person around. So they're based in Germany, Turkey, and Ukraine. So that's a European-based studio. Are they like? I don't know, man. I maybe, who knows?
Word on road is Microsoft. All right, so Crytek, IO Interactive. I know Relic's there and whatnot. I think
I've been told that Relic is 100% accurate.
I've been told that there's going to be a Japanese studio acquisition.
If it's Mistwalker, I'll flip shit.
Nah, they just make mobile games now.
No, they make mobile games because that was financially best for them. They want to make other stuff, but it's what makes the best sense. Like, they've been making hand over fist money on that, but they just stopped doing the Terra games, the mobile games. I don't know if they're going to make another Terra game, because that's what that game
this whole time Mistwalker was making Terra.
Yeah, it's a mobile game called Terra.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize that. I get emails about Terra.
Yeah, Relic looks like a Microsoft studio.
And I think that's going to be their Age of Empire studio.
The Relic is like its own parent organization.
The thing is, I don't care if they buy Age of Empires like at all. Like, I mean, the Relic studio, because what are they going to do? Like, I mean, Age of Empires may come to Xbox. Who knows? Like, I honestly, those games like that hurts my eyes.
RTS. I don't like RTS either. I'm gonna be honest.
I like RTSs. You guys can eat a dick.
It should like give me a nosebleed.
Do not like that.
We'll get the Gears Tactics. Is that all?
I mean, Gears Tactics. I mean, the thing is, I'm not really interested in Gears Tactics, but I just think since it has Gears of War in the name, it belongs on Xbox.
The reason Mistwalker fell off is because they ain't made a console game in 10 years.
Walker's doing.
The last console game they made was The Last Story for the Wii, and it was rated good. Like, it's not that the studio is
15 employees.
It's not that the studio isn't capable of doing stuff. It's just that's not where their money goes and their resources.
15 people.
Like,
and I think there is different types of strategy games. There's your classic RTS like Halo. You got your strategy games like XCOM. Like, there's different forms of RTSs.
They could bring the whole studio on stage at E3 if they buy Mistwalker.
I doubt they bought with. I don't.
Yeah, Age of Empires is a way different kind of RTS than XCOM, though.
They had 15 people in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know what they get from like Japan. I don't even know what the biggest game they're trying to get.
I don't even think they can legally buy shit from Japan.
They can. They can get like.
Well, the Japanese government have to approve it.
Yeah, it's got to approve it. It's always a problem to try to buy any company that's in Japan.
Only 15 people. Phil could probably throw them on a plane and send them over.
I mean, well, Microsoft. There's technically an Xbox Japan, right?
Yeah, or a Japanese company.
Yeah, but the thing is, they can open a studio in Japan.
Xbox Japan must be like an embassy in the middle of like a war zone. It's like
it would be funny if they don't make Xbox Japan headquarters like the culture of Japan. So you walk in there, it looks Western as fuck.
Xbox, I gotta see a picture of Xbox Japan. I gotta see what that shit looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but like, I know they've been working to get like Yakuza and fucking Persona and stuff like that. Like 2 franchises I could
I think you
give less about,
but Persona, I think there's something deep stopping that.
Was Sony's tickling somebody's butthole?
Oh God,
that's your go-to, man.
Wow, they have a nice building. It's like
Xbox Japan's one of those sprint buildings. That's on the picture. It is. The sprint building is beside the Domino's, the Dunkin' Donuts. That's where it is.
No, that's a big glass building. Like, oh, it looks nice. I think that's the image of it. Is this? Yeah.
Oh, you found the image of it? Where?
Well, it says 5 pictures of Xbox Japan headquarters. I'm trying to find out what year it is.
That's because 5 brave.
Oh, it's 2008. Never mind.
I'm looking at it. It says why Xbox failed in Japan. I'm looking at the picture of the building you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's 2008. So I think Phil probably knocked it down. It's not there anymore.
No, they probably moved it to China or Korea.
It's called Japan Studio. Move to China.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah,
you're giving it a cheaper rate. Go there.
China's a PC country for real.
Yeah. Oh, South Korea, man.
Oh,
I mean,
like
it's officially May, and I'm still not hyped for E3.
I'm not either.
I'm definitely.
It is what it is. It's gonna be a gaming show for everybody. I think it's gonna be for everything.
I'm only hyped because I want to see I want to see all the new consoles, man. I know they're all going to be revealed this year, at least spoken about in depth. I'm looking forward to that.
What do you think Xbox is going to do? Are they going to do the Project Scorpio route? Are they going to give us more than what Sony did?
Project Scorpio route.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It'd be stupid to throw their hand at E3. Yeah. All they need is just a reveal. They don't need to show me things.
They're not afraid to talk about technology and cloud. They balls out in the wind, man, for that stuff. But if it's games, they're tight-lipped on that stuff. But the hardware, I
feel like there's shade behind that.
There's no shade. I'm just telling you, they'll talk about hardware and cloud like it's nobody's business. They'll tell us what we're doing in 5 to 10 years. But if they tell me what game's coming out in 5 to 10 years, I'd have no clue because they don't talk about games like that.
I think we're gonna get that though this E3. I think so.
I think a Scorpio reveal. I don't think they're going to show it. I think they'll show the specs of it and what maybe a feature or two that it might do. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be like a Scorpio type of thing.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because they can't see my thing with this hardware reveal, and I see the same thing as Sony's thing. It's like they can't really come if these things are coming out next year. They can't really go out and just be like all out. Here's our console because they would just like nobody will buy shit this holiday.
I mean, it's fall 2020 coming out.
Yeah, and they'll cannibalize their holiday this year. Everybody's like, "Hey, new consoles coming next year. Don't buy anything."
And you saw what happened on that Sony financial call, right? They basically confirmed PlayStation 5 for they basically confirmed holiday 2020.
Yeah, they said
no. What did they say?
They basically they were talking about like the PlayStation sales and how they're expecting a dip, and there was like I don't know they got into all the numbers of all of that, and then on the investor call they basically said that they're expecting for that to ramp up come holiday 2020.
Yeah,
no,
it's not because some people thought spring. I was thinking spring maybe, but
not if that box was going to be $499. There's no way that launch spring.
And Nintendo
the third gen Ryzen chips are launching at CES. That hasn't happened yet, right? From now to the holiday of 2020, yeah, sure, that the price of that is going to go down dramatically. There's going to be other CPUs out, other GPUs out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's just to keep the price point lower. I just can't see that console with that hardware that they were talking about launching for $499 in the first quarter of 2020. I just don't. I don't see that happening. Yeah. But in the fall of 2020,
I can't picture when the next PlayStation 5 is going. When PlayStation 5 is going to launch, because freaking Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, and Ghost of Tsushima all haven't came out. None of them have release dates.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2 is. I know when they're going to announce that. They're going to announce that right after Microsoft C3. Watch.
Yeah. I mean, it could drop for PS4 and then the PS5 drops right after. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They did that with the
Microsoft does it,
the first
they're going to
counter the same year that the PS4 came out.
Yeah.
Whatever Microsoft does, Sony's going to counter. Sony does a great job of of ruining Microsoft's momentum. So I have no doubt that's going to happen.
I think they're going to announce something during E3. Yeah. They'll have like a state of play and they'll announce like a release date for Last of Us or Kojima's game or something like that. And that will be,
it's going to be one of them.
They'll do something, I'm sure.
Starting to do Kojima's game's nothing but a big ass prank.
I know they say he's like working on some video package or something, but nothing.
Every time this dude comes on there, I'm just like, and he talks about his game. I'm like, are you making a game or a movie? Like, what's going on here?
I know he's weird.
I mean, he has a budget to waste time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Who knows? But it's
it would be hilarious, and I know this is really bad what I'm about to say, but I would love it. I wouldn't even feel comfortable saying this, but fuck it. If 5 years from now Kojima ends up costing him so much money they close the studios.
That's messed up.
Is anybody a Kojima fan on the panel or not?
I'm a fan of Kojima's games.
I think his stuff is overrated, dude.
Cool. Like I really didn't play a lot of his games, man. I only like Metal Gear Solid 5 was like really the only thing I played. I did not play anything else, and I liked Metal Gear Solid 5, but that was
only 5. Wow,
only 5. I didn't play the other ones.
Yeah, because they're boring.
Yeah, I didn't play them.
Nah, you're crazy. Those games are amazing.
Sound clip.
What is that like a controversial thing to say that Metal Gear Solid games are amazing? Like,
no, not controversial at all. Oh my god!
What was that? Sharp says I'm lame for not playing Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, sorry. I think I played the first one like a little bit, but I did not play. Yeah, I did not. Sorry.
You did not enjoy it, did you?
No, I was not. I was not into the back then stealth games, and I just did not.
It was hype back then. I ain't gonna lie. On PlayStation 1, that was hype.
You could say Xbox. I was more of a Splinter Cell fan. Sam Fisher.
Yeah, Sam Fisher. When PlayStation 1 was out, I was definitely a Nintendo person for sure.
Yes, me too. Same thing. So I was more of Nintendo stuff.
Damn, really, for real?
Yeah, they like a.
Look, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, those
PlayStation 2 was lit. PlayStation 2 was the GOAT.
I had PlayStation 1 work on me. I skipped the 2. I only got 2. No, I got 2 for GTA. GTA got the PlayStation 2.
I was a Nintendo platform holder until the PS2 came out, and then I split my Nintendo games with it was GameCube and PS2. And I did. Reason why I went to 360s because one of my childhood friends, he had an Xbox this whole time. He was telling me like, dude, you you got to play online. And he's like, Halo's awesome, and we get to play basketball online and stuff like that. And GameCube and obviously didn't have that, and PlayStation barely had that shit. So it was like when it came that time for like the 360 come out, I was like, all right, I'm doing it because I wasn't sure if the next Nintendo platform would have it or PlayStation. Xbox was the only. I guess only like that had rumors and stuff that had a console coming out fairly soon. And when I saw the E3 was confirmed, I literally got myself a job at GameStop and saved money to pre-order it. So
yeah, I even had the modem for PlayStation 2.
Man, I got rid of my game. I finished playing GameCube and I got on Xbox, the original Xbox, for Unreal Tournament and Ghost Recon. And that's how I started playing Xbox Live back when it first came out, to like 2002, 2001. But it was funny because at that time they pulled a lot of PC guys that I was working at Circuit City, and a lot of guys are PC gamers, and they all jumped on Xbox when they started Xbox Live. And I was just, that's how I jumped onto it. And I just, at the time I had to like convince my parents. I was like, we need a modem. We can't use AOL. We got to get rid of it. We need a modem. So I had to like get the modem and like hook up the wire. And then Xbox, then I had to buy the wireless bridge because they didn't have, like, I was running cat wire throughout my basement to get to my thing until the bridge came out. And that bridge was like $80 to make a wireless bridge. So that you could play wirelessly with the original Xbox. My man, it was like an investment. I was like, yo, we can't use AOL anymore.
Oh yeah, you couldn't use AOL on that shit.
No, you couldn't. You had to use you had to use cable or satellite, DSL or whatever. Yeah.
You want to know what my dumbass did when the PlayStation had their online? Remember the advertisement for the PlayStation Online? It was like the plugins, right? They were shaped like the PlayStation buttons. For the advertisements, like the internet cords.
Oh, I don't remember. It was so irrelevant.
Yeah. Like, but the thing is, the advertisement had the plugins like shaped like the PlayStation buttons, like the square, circle, X, and shit like that. And I was looking for when I was going to get the PlayStation to that. I never got it, but this is how dumb I was. I was looking for like cords to match up with the buttons, and I didn't realize that was an actual just like just a marketing thing. It had nothing to do with like you needed like a square shape or a circle shape internet cord or anything like that. So, but just a little tidbit here and there. But
I was the only person in the world that bought the modem for the GameCube that came with Fancy Star Online, and you couldn't trade in the game.
Oh yeah. It was one of those not for resale games.
Yeah, not for it was like you can't trade. It was like, no, we can't take this back. That game is registered to you, and with that modem, and it was like the only game that used the GameCube modem. It was like,
I forgot the GameCube did have that shit, but it was like
a Fancy Star. Like I can't remember anything else, but yeah, that was like the last thing that I got for. But that was like a big thing. A Fancy Star, playing that game. I never played it before, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna try it. Coming to GameCube.
Does anybody remember what their first game that they played online was?
Halo.
Oh, this is easy. Mine was oh shit. What was the first? Mine was Perfect Dark Zero. It was either Perfect Dark Zero or Call of Duty 2.
Oh man, my first on game was GP Racing. It was the motorcycle game that came with the Xbox Live demo.
Because remember, I didn't have an original Xbox during like Xbox Live inception.
Did y'all have XB Connect? Did y'all ever use that?
Yes, I used that. That's how I played the original Halo online.
Yeah,
I hooked it up to your computer.
Yeah, that's what I did with my friend's house and stuff all the time.
I had to Google it to see exactly what the release year of the game was. So I knew when this was, but it was back in 1998. I played the original Rainbow Six Siege on PC, and I was completely blown away.
Wait, Rainbow Six Siege? That's what it was called?
No,
yeah,
Rainbow Six.
The original Rainbow Six.
Oh, Rainbow Six. Oh,
Rainbow
Tom
Six.
Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Dude, my first online game was Halo 3.
Yeah, Halo 3.
How old are you, Meds?
27.
Yeah. I'm the old man in the podcast.
We was now, man. I'm old. I'm 37. We got what do we have? I played. It was EverQuest. People were playing, and friggin' what was the not Unreal Tournament? What was the other one?
Doom.
Not Doom. Quake. Yeah, Quake Tournament. People using that at EverQuest. Man, I remember when I was in college, man, you had like our dorms had high-speed internet freshman year in college, and the guy would play EverQuest so long that he took over the phone line in his roommate's room, that he had his phone calls forwarded to like the girls' room across the way. Like anybody tried to call him because the son of a bitch left his friggin' modem on. We're playing that game, and he's like, yo, man, my parents are trying to call me. He had his shit forwarded into the other room, like for the whole semester. I mean,
what was the first game you guys voice chat? Like actually voice chat? Because I had played online Rainbow Six, but I had no voice chat. When was the first time like you talked to somebody playing? A game?
That was mine. Was during 360. During the 360 era. You know what's funny? You want to hear a funny Xbox Live story?
Too. That was true for me too.
Because I wasn't really the biggest, even though I played like on Xbox Live here and there and stuff like that during like the 360 first years and stuff like that. Halo 3, right? When it first came out, I remember I played it. I did the campaign, and this is the reason why my KD really sucks bad in Halo 3. Actually, it's not that bad because I actually managed to bring it up over once I learned like how to play Halo for sure. But I got on Halo 3 Online for the first time, and all I really wanted to do was just to hear people like get mad and shit like that. So my boy's like, "Oh yeah, you got to play Halo 3 Online. It's awesome. It's awesome. You got to play it." I'm like, "All right." So I get on, right? And I don't know what mode we were playing, but I had a rocket launcher, and I shot it like just immediately and killed like 2 of the teammates. And the dude on the bike was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And like, I don't know why I thought it was funny. So I started laughing, and then every time I respawned, I just kept killing my teammates. And you can hear them like talk so much. They were talking so much shit because I did like 3 times in a row. Then somebody finally booted me for the game. I thought that was the funniest thing. So I was like crying hysterically when I seen that. And then but he was like, my boy was like, "Yo, no, you gotta like really play." I was like, because you're not gonna be able to get into games if you keep getting yourself kicked out. Because I would do that literally game after game. And I was getting like no kills within like my first 8 matches in like Halo. And then when I watched them play a little bit, I'm like, all right. And then we did the co-op, the campaign together. And I was like, all right, I got a grasp on it. So I went online, and then I was like, all right, I got to understand of it. And then I started playing, and then I started beasting. But my like KD was so far like away, I got it down to within like a couple. I think I'm down to within a couple hundred at this point. If you look at my Halo 3 stats, like I think I got like maybe 100 or 200 more like deaths than I have kills. But my kills are all from me finally like playing for real. Like, and when I was on that game, I was playing literally until like freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. And I played Halo 3 for like 2 straight years consecutively. Like,
you didn't play nothing else?
Well, I mean, I played. It was my primary. You know how I play live?
Yeah.
Halo 3 was that game for me. Like online. Like I could just get up and play. All right, I'm about to play Halo 3. Let me get some Oreos and like Red Bull, and we would play Halo 3.
I could legitimately say that there were some years in that 360 era that I literally played Call of Duty. I ain't gonna lie. That happened to me. That happened to me for sure. That happened to a lot of people. Actually.
You know, the Call of Duty 4 was the only Call of Duty I was good at. Me. That was the only one I was ever good at. And then after they start like I don't know, like when they went to modern, it's like me and my roommate at the time, Steve, we were good. We would play and we tried to keep pace with it. And we would played it, and then the next one came out, and then we kind of just fell off, and then the next one came out, we completely fell off, and then after that, I was like, all right, I'm completely like done. And now I can't even touch Call of Duty. I'm horrible.
Modern Warfare 2 actually was like they moved Halo to September, right? Because they put Halo 3 in September because of Modern Warfare 2. Because I remember when people played Modern Warfare, the beta, they were like, "Oh my god, this is sick!" And that was like people got into it, and then when Modern Warfare 1 came out, that progression system, the leveling up and getting the weapons, that was the revolutionary thing. Just like with Halo 2 with the party matchmaking stuff, where you could have your party jump with you, that was revolutionary. But then Call of Duty with that progression, and as you get better, you get unlock stuff.
Yeah,
that was the thing that really changed it. And the controls, and it was modern. So.
Yeah, I remember going from Halo, because that's what it was. We went from Halo 3 to Call of Duty. Like now Halo 3 I always kept going back to, but I remember when we were playing Call of Duty, I just remember it being so much faster. Yeah, and like graphically it was like good, and I'm like, holy crap, this shit is awesome. Because I would only play Call of Duty before Call of Duty 4. I would only play Call of Duty and just play the campaign. I never go to multiplayer.
I used to hate Call of Duty because I would get smoked.
Call of Duty 2 was broken on the 360. You couldn't play online for like a year or something like that. Like Call of Duty 2, when it launched on the 360, like it was like broken. Online was broken. Like you couldn't play it.
The COD 4 got me hooked though.
Oh yeah, they got everybody hooked. The
COD 4 was like, oof.
That was the last online game I really loved, and that was forever ago.
My favorite online multiplayer games on the 360 were, in order, Halo 3, Gears 2, Call of Duty 4, and Perfect Dark Zero. Those are my favorite games that probably have the most hours online.
Well, you're gonna get the next version of the next in the series of Modern Warfare this year for COD.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 4, right?
Well, yeah, I'm assuming it's 5.
5.
No, 4. You're right. Modern Warfare 3 was the last one, so 4. After that was Black Ops. So yeah, so it's Modern Warfare 4.
I hope they don't do jetpack bullshit.
Nah,
they keep finding ways to try to put that bullshit in their games at some point. Like Black Ops is just an embarrassment. Like,
well, Black Ops 4 ain't bad.
It's garbage.
The 2 one's not bad. Yeah, the one that this came out was not that bad. Well, it didn't really have the new one though, but that space shit in the last one was ridiculous.
Yeah, Infinite Warfare.
Yes. Oh my god, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops. When we're in space, I don't know what the hell. No, not Black Ops, but Infinite Warfare.
The crazy thing is with the Call of Duty, the best. Like, I felt like Advanced Warfare was like the best of that kind because when it was first, it was new. You know, it was the first time. I was like, all right, this is a change. But it wasn't bad. It was appreciated. And then they just kept doing it. And then that's what prompted them to do the World War II. And then they
Sledgehammer's gunplay in that game was shitty. That's what ruined it for me. It wasn't so much the movement.
Which one?
The Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like Advanced Warfare. I don't know if it was the inclusion of like Kevin Spacey, the graphics, or whatever. I don't know. I thought the game was like
campaign was lit though.
Campaign was lit.
Yeah, campaign was lit.
That was the press F to pay respect campaign.
Yes.
You know what? That's actually one of maybe 3 or 4 Call of Duty campaigns that actually finished. Campaign was actually good.
Rest
the
in
other
peace,
one
Call of
after
Duty campaigns.
When I was in space,
the campaign first.
I was done with that one. Yes.
Are they doing a campaign for this next one?
W and IW.
They probably should. If they don't, I know for sure I'm passing up on it.
They meant to the last one. They just took it out.
They did.
They ain't gonna make a campaign for the next one.
That'd be stupid.
Yeah, right. They already said it. Precedent, you know.
I thought they said
y'all still doing good.
What did they say that they were going to do it, Jess?
I thought when they released Black Ops 4, they said the next one will have a campaign in it.
Yeah.
I thought they did. I don't know. I thought they said the next one will have a campaign in it because my thinking is that they might kind of overlap them, like basically make this the Battle Royale, the one that just came out, Battle Royale, some multiplayer, and then the other one more campaign and some multiplayer, and have just this Battle Royale just continue and maybe get season stuff from Advanced Warfare, like keep their Battle Royale kind of on the like not have a new Battle Royale, but basically just use this as their background Battle Royale, I guess, for like a couple of years. I don't know.
I mean, regardless, I'm looking forward to Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, it's all off the jetpack, wall running, all that crap. I just like, ugh.
I don't think we're going to see that. I don't think we're going to see that though.
I do like the weapon balance of the one that came out, the multiplayer with the Black Ops 4. I do like it's not it's techie, but it's not too kind of stupid, and it's not too kind of like, you know, they know what they really need to do. They need to make a Desert Storm Call of Duty. Like,
yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. Like,
modern shooters, like not too modern, just like present day. Like that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, like a present day, like, you know, like something like that, like in that area, like with you know, with current
of the next big shooter franchises, you're gonna get everything modern now. Watch like modern, you know, MW4 coming out now. You suspect the next Battlefield's gonna be modern day, right? After having 2 World War I and World War II games,
they might have to. They might end up going with Bad Company on Battlefield. I'm
down. Give it to me.
Because wait, they're not in a Battlefield year. They're in a Star Wars year, right?
Yes, they're doing those games. What was Respawn's game?
Respawn's game.
Yeah, so that means that DICE is working on Battlefield then, or Bad Company.
I'm gonna be interested seeing Respawn use their engine to make a Star Wars game. I think it's gonna be pretty.
Their engine, they've been using that fucking old ass Call of Duty engine.
Yeah, well, they're using source code, right? Source engine. They're not using Frostbite, are they? Or they're using Frostbite?
No. The source. That's that Call of Duty engine.
Yeah, well, it's based off of id, right? Id Tech, isn't it like?
Yeah, is it? That's the shit. Yeah, id Tech, I believe.
Is it id? No, it's not id. It's
it's the old id, like from like
it's Counter-Strike's engine, isn't it? That's what they've been using for Modern Warfare for Call of Duty.
I mean, I have no idea.
I'll tell you right now.
They've been using something like that for
Call of Duty. It's the same one for like 10 years.
Yeah,
like over 10 years.
It's Source Engine, I think that's what it is. It's Source Engine, what they use for Titanfall. So I'm assuming that's what they're going to use for the Star Wars game.
Yeah, no, they're using Unreal in the Star Wars.
Oh, they're using Unreal? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's id Tech 3 for Call of Duty.
id Tech, yeah. They use id Tech. And then Titanfall uses Source engine, like the Counter-Strike.
Let me tell you, Titanfall dope.
Yeah, and that's what Apex Legend uses.
Yeah.
So
That-
they're
that-
going to use Unreal for Star Wars. Is it a third person or is it a first person?
I think it's a third person.
This is a campaign only game though, right? It's single player, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Sony template game, basically, you know?
Uh-oh.
That's what it kind of sounds like to me, you know?
It sounds like a Sony template game.
Yeah. You know, that behind the shoulder, third person action shit.
The game then for the holiday, they're not going to do one.
Hey man, you're slandering Sony games. They're not gonna like you much, Meds, in the chat.
Fuck.
But are they not doing a multiplayer game for the holiday?
Who?
Yeah.
EA?
They're not. Yeah. What game would they?
I don't know what game they got coming out.
They're gonna have something.
It's not a new Battlefield or nothing.
No, it's not bad. I thought it'd be a Star. Well, they're not going to do Star Wars.
Nah, yeah, they don't got nothing really, other than like sports stuff.
Yeah, they already trying to get you to pre-order Madden. I don't even know if there's an ounce of gameplay available.
I heard they're delaying shit from the roadmap of Anthem and all that. So
Yes, yeah.
I don't know.
Man, they need to sell BioWare to.
Yeah, BioWare really fucked up.
Yeah. And even the delayed Dragon Age, I think, too, because of this whole. I don't think they were even talking about that anymore, even though that was teased like 2 years ago.
I mean, they said that Dragon Age 4 was looking like Anthem with dragons.
Yo, Callie, what's up, man?
That's a terrible idea, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, they delayed. Oh, they killed BioWare. EA just. They suck. I'm not buying Madden this year. Screw them. I don't give a shit how much Frostbite they're using.
I'm buying live if it comes out this year.
I'll be honest. My son is a huge Patrick Mahomes fan. Zero chance I'm not buying it.
What you got to do is stop buying live day one, because like 3 weeks later it's like $7. So
that's but like in that 3 weeks time, like I could be number one on the leaderboard. So
come on.
Oh, leaderboards.
Is it really worth it to be number one out of 17?
Hey man,
you.
I just want to know if Live 20 is coming to Origin Access. That's what I'm waiting for.
Nope. They don't make basketball for PC.
No, they don't.
Of course,
only that 2K bullshit.
They don't. They got Madden on PC though.
I'm surprised. How did that go? Did that like?
The player base dwindled down to nearly nothing shortly after it was released.
Did they hack it yet and make it like mutant league football or something like that yet? Like,
you know what it is? You know what it is that I'm surprised that the game doesn't come to Origin, because I mean they want to keep people on that service, right? Why wouldn't NBA Live 20 come to that game to the service?
Did they put hockey on it or just a bit Madden?
No, I don't think hockey's on there. No. Soccer is FIFA.
Not on there either.
No, I'm waiting for hockey.
Only FIFA and Madden.
Yeah, FIFA and Madden from the sports games. Yeah.
FIFA, I tell you, even though it's the same game every year, that game looks incredible.
Yeah,
FIFA, like my god.
Chad Johnson actually streams it on PC on his Twitch channel.
He's doing it nowadays.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, bring back NBA Jam. Yes, they tried.
Yeah. They came out with like a bootleg little NBA. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The NBA fucking
playground
garbage, man. Like
it's trash.
And they did the worst thing. They freaking partnered up with 2K and they done put like
the VC shit.
They turned that VC in there. They were like, "Yep, we're gonna turn a profit here."
Smooth hates everything 2K. He hates the basketball game. 2K. They own Rockstar. He hates Red Dead. I'm just noticing some similarities here, Smooth. That's all.
The VC credits are trash.
Yeah, it is. But for me, it doesn't matter because
definitely
I play franchise mode, so it don't matter to me.
Yeah, I made myself a 7-foot white guy, and nobody wanted to play with me on the basketball court.
That's why you're supposed to make yourself black.
Hey man, maybe a team. I know.
Yeah, pretend to be black on NBA Live. That's
I'll make myself like the dark Italian. That's what I'm gonna do the next time. I'll be a dark Italian.
It would be a green. I'll still miss that.
Just made a 5'9" Jewish guy. He's like, why aren't they
have my Italian headband on and maybe the dark Italian guy? I'm like, hey
man, dude, if you meet a 5'9" Jewish guy, they should just dump about $200 into your character, and then really
gold chains, little gold coming out.
You're not allowed doing the floss.
Level up your character, bro.
That's yeah. I went to the gym. I went to the thing. I was like working out in the gym. That thing is ridiculous, though.
Yeah, that game's a waste of time, dog. Like, no, like,
It really is. If you either spend all the money or invest all the time, by the time you invested the time or money, the next one's about to come out.
yeah, and then you threw all that money in that time in that one game, and then now you got to just throw that time and money away.
Oh
you
my
do
God.
it all again. See that? I don't like video games that do that, yo. I do not. That's not fair.
You should carry over. Like, you should have your guy just evolving. Like you should just carry
I
over.
agree. That's what they should do.
They start you from some jack nothing, like from jack shit.
You know what? I think that they would still get the same people to buy the game if they could just roll their players and their characters over to the next game.
They want the new people because everybody like, yo, that guy.
Nah,
was
because
like,
they're like, nah, we gotta find a way to knock your XP like down by 50, dog. Like you can't go in there already beasted and you won't put money into it.
No, but then they sell you the Ubisoft time saver joint.
Hey, am I going to need that for Origins or what? Am I going to need that?
he had that pre-order.
Honestly, I forgot who it was that said it. It might have been Addict. But they said, "Yo, I bought it and it made the game way better."
It probably like the time saver. I mean, what it does is
It saves you time.
yeah, that's
I
exactly
don't know if
what
I
it
need
does.
to buy it. That's all I'm asking.
Do you need money to buy it?
No. Should I buy it? Would you recommend?
Should you buy it if you don't plan on, if you don't want to put all the time into it? It's going to knock probably like maybe 10 to 15 hours of grinding off.
All right, I'm buying it.
What is that free?
Yeah.
Oh, microtransactions,
I
baby.
thought that was plastic. What do you mean? There's like some time saver bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The time savers is like double XP
Tell me,
and
bro.
buying materials instead of like
I double
searching for
dip.
it.
I buy microtransactions. I do all that shit.
Yeah. And only supports AAA games. Merc is that guy that
That's right.
That's
That's
that guy that Yang Ye talking about in his videos. He's that guy.
Hey, bro. Bought Red Dead on both consoles. Waiting for it to come out on PC.
Oh man, and he's triple dipping.
Triple dip
And if it comes out on Steam, he'll quadruple dip.
for facts. That way I could keep it on the same library.
Those friends.
Hey, I got to justify it, man.
But and also too, man, and venting grinds my gears on 2K basketball. So your guy runs so friggin' slow when you start that I have to like run through the town to get to the basketball courts. Like you had to pass the gym, pass the theater, past the shops that you could buy clothes that you can't afford. They're like, yo, so I got the same
That was
like
school's
great
favorite part in the
t-shirt.
prelude, bro. That was school's favorite part in the prelude. I know it was.
Prelude, yeah. I had the same great ass generic t-shirt that everybody else had, and they show up.
Oh yeah, I can't stand that dirty brown T-shirt they give you. Like give me at least a white tee. This is ridiculous.
brown t-shirt.
Nah, they need to make sure you look like a bum at first.
Yeah.
Gotta have the
So,
sweat.
and then I'm like, I stand next to a couple.
So I was
guys,
playing with
like leave, and I'm like, oh shit!
I remember playing with my cousins. They were all looking like Ronald McDonald and shit, and then I was just this random like bum with them. It's like, and everybody would want to play us because I was the only dude. I was on the team that had a brown shirt on, so they was like, oh, he a scrub.
Yeah.
So they would play us. And I do my thing. I mean, I had to stay under the rim because I can't score in 2K. So if I stay under the rim, I just lay.
But it's like the thing is though is like you line up like you got to stand to queue up, and like if you get in a queue and then the two guys leave, and like bullshit went up. Yeah, man. That shit. They can keep that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, it's getting late. I gotta work tomorrow. So we're gonna end this show pretty shortly. So I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. Just to give a few quick shout outs. We're gonna say Leaky, with 2 3s, the Almighty Spartan God for coming through. Holy One, I know you were in the chat. We'll probably have you on a podcast, not next week because there won't be a show next week, but probably the week after that. Life and Times podcast,
Boss moves,
Calorex, Chris Righteous, Benji.
That's the guy right there.
Yeah.
1985, Cali Rex.
We said that.
Got him.
What is it? DJB.
DJB.
Yeah, Jose. And the is that the coon? What do we say?
Yeah.
Delilah HD as always.
What up?
Hey, yeah, thank you guys for coming through and showing us love. Yeah, I apologize for my lack of activity on like freaking YouTube other than the streams. I've been like kind of just out of it, but hopefully, like, you know, like in the next couple weeks, things will get back to normal. But you guys got anything to say before we head out?
I want to really emphasize that everybody should go play Katana Zero. You can find it on Switch, you can find it on Steam, and hopefully it'll come to Xbox and PlayStation as well. Go play that, people.
The game does look good though.
Did you guys see the amount of hate that I started over this Halo video I made?
The Halo 343 versus Bungie. Shout out to Addict for that video.
Yeah, I commented on that video.
Yeah.
That was a good video.
Bad, man. It wasn't even hate towards me. It's like I started a civil war that's always been there.
Yeah, Iron Man and Captain America.
Hey, man.
You explicitly said that it was just your opinion.
He said there's no facts in this.
Because I knew that's exactly what people were gonna say. And what's funny is like if you say it in the video, they can't comment that dumb shit.
Yo, I had to say, man, you cut that really well, man. It was a real professional video.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man, you did a good job on it.
Yeah.
They attacked. It wasn't even. They weren't attacking me, man. It was just somewhere. Someone called me dyslexic. Someone said I had to be all kinds of shit, dude. One person actually wished death upon me.
Oh man.
Jeez.
People were saying that I was not a Halo fan because they were saying that I'm starting too much stuff in the Halo community.
Listen, bro, don't read too much from the refugee camp.
Oh, did you see that the thing is delayed for Halo? That it was supposed to come out end of April for Halo Reach on PC or the preview stuff in end of April, and it didn't come out. And they said that it's going to come out sometime end of May now. Halo Reach was supposed to come out on PC as a preview program or something like that. He tweeted it out and he said, "Yep, it's end of April and it's not coming." So it's a technical challenge.
Oh, yeah, I did. I got it in my autistic comment too. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, it was serious, man. People, I didn't realize the amount of people that will attack you like crazy over that because it's there.
But what did they like more? Was it just either one?
They like Bungie.
Three was going at each other. And you know when it got worse, it wasn't bad. You know, I was getting some dumb comments, but it wasn't too bad. But then Jazz Corden retweeted it. It just got real fast. Like
when the central crowd comes.
What's funny is he retweeted it and said,
"Did the truth come out that Bungie's a superior developer or no?"
They're not a superior developer.
Definitely not.
I mean, they're superb.
I was going to stir it up here.
Yo, let's go home, man.
Yeah. But thanks again for watching. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. You guys have a good night or a good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We are out of here. Peace.
PCMR.
Have a good one.